Local contractors say the 15 million rand price tag for a sports facility in the Eastern Cape is inflated. The unveiling of the Lesseyton sports field near Komani on Monday has caused an uproar. Many people are questioning the cost based on what was presented. But the ANC-run eNCA local municipality is defending their project. eNCA senior journalist Aviwe Mtila went to see for himself. He joins us now. And thank you so much for going to check this out. You not only had a look at the facility, but you've also been speaking to local sports authorities, asking them if they think it was worth the money. What have they told you?
Well, it's really indefensible, Sally. They're one of those that have been outraged by the facility itself. While they're happy that at least now there's a sporting facility in Dlovukazi, the village that hasn't had one for years now, they're saying that it's a bit of a disappointment. You'd understand that the budget for this was 22.7 million rand, but because of the lack of a netball court, they then dwindled it down to 15 million rand. But they still say that it's too highly priced compared to what's on the ground. It's an open field, and in fact the athletics track, you'd have to actually wear boots just to safeguard your feet into some of the stones that you'll be met with along the road. The courts themselves, the sporting fields, you understand that the promise was to have two separate fields, a rugby and a soccer field, but it's actually a two-in-one, a joint sporting field with the rugby posts already down this very moment. You remember that unveiling of the ribbon cutting happened just on Monday, but already the posts are down. And in fact, there is no water as it was supposed to be promised. Water, electricity, no electricity. So they're saying that a lot still needs to be done. A conversation that I had in the early hours of the morning with Lesseyton. Let's take a listen to that.
Before the launch or the handover, I asked them two things. Do you have a maintenance plan? The answer was no, we're working on it. Secondly, I asked them, where are the netball courts? I was told that they are in the plans, but there was a cut in the budget, and then now they are only delivering what we have here. I'm also involved in rugby, and I saw the post, and I imagine when there's wind, what will happen to those posts?
And one of the big issues, of course, Aviwe, is whether this actually, the sports field is worth the money. I mean, from the looks of it, it didn't look great. But of course, we defer to the experts. You've also spoken to contractors who are saying this is definitely not 15 million rands worth of work.
In fact, they're pricing it at a fifth of that 15 million rand. In fact, I got an opportunity to speak to the eNCA Contractors Forum, who are the ones that were supposed to be approached by government in such incidences. And when projects of that nature come out, they were supposed to look internally, the municipality itself, before going outside. They say that they haven't been approached by government. And in fact, in their own expert opinion, in just evaluating what has been done, they're saying that it cost no more than 3 million rand. In a conversation that I had with their chairperson on the ground. Let's take a listen to that.
Whenever there's a project under eNCA Municipality is supposed to call a forum and introduce the project. After that, inform the forum about the packages for SMMEs. The price, I will say, is 3 million. Is 3 million, not more than 3 million. When I look into the condition of the field, we don't know the contractor. The contractor doesn't belong here under eNCA or Kresani. We don't know him.
Very interesting. And we know that the municipality is saying, no, the money was properly spent. Have they granted you an interview since you've been in the area?
Well, they did speak to our teams earlier on in the morning, Newslink, saying that, in fact, all the money, every cent has been accounted for, and a lot of the work went to the underground work, mentioning the rock blasting that had to happen, which the contractors state themselves that all of that, factored all of that, and saying that it shouldn't have cost more than 3 million. You understand that a lot of work is still going to be done on the ground, a lot of evaluation. The MEC of Contractor in the province tomorrow morning is expected back at the facility itself at 9 a.m. as well as DA's Helen Zille, also expected to pay a visit tomorrow at around 10 a.m. and we'll be there on the ground, Sally, bringing it to you as it happens.
Oh, absolutely. Looking forward to that. It's important we get to the bottom of these matters. Thank you very much for chatting to us this evening. It's been a long day of reporting on a really important story. Aviwe Mtila there coming to us from Komani in the Eastern Cape. So as